and I shall ascend above all of creation.
Thou hast been in Eden, the garden of God. Every precious stone was thy covering, the sardius, topaz, and the diamond, the beryl, the onyx, and the jasper. I decked thee also with ornaments, and I put bracelets upon thy hands, and a chain on thy neck. And I put a jewel on thy forehead, and earrings in thine ears, and a beautiful crown upon thine head. Thus wast thou decked with gold and silver, and thy raiment was of fine linen and silk and broidered work. Thou didst eat fine flour and honey and oil, and thou wast exceeding beautiful, and thou didst prosper into a kingdom. But thou didst trust in thine own beauty, and playedst the harlot because of thy renown, and pouredst out thy fornications on every one that passed by. His it was.
Son of the morning. How you are cut down to the ground, you who weaken the nations. Yet now you are brought down to the lowest depths of the pit.
Pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall, and an haughty spirit before a fall, and an haughty spirit before a fall, and an haughty spirit before a fall. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of God abideth forever. The lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world, 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 but is of the world. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, God shall take away his part out of the book of life, and out of the holy city, and from the things which are written in this book.
When the man of God, Prophet Fazai, was in Botswana, I went into a trance, into the marine world. And this was when the battle became intense, because they wanted to deliver me in order to deliver my parents' ministry. So when he was in Botswana, I went into a trance, and then they exposed the people that were a threat to them. So one of the people that appeared was the prophet that exposed who I was, at that time. And then they said that he is a threat, and then they also showed Prophet Fazai that he is also a threat. Out of God, you have a mark of Christ. If you are a false prophet, you are given a mark, and you also use what they call the third eye. This is Illuminati powers. Have you seen a dollar bill has the eye, the eagle eye? That is the eye that they use to prophesy with. So whenever they would come, they would say some codes, speak in some tongue. This eye is used to prophesy. This is the eye that is monitoring the whole world. That is how they are able to trace your lives. That is how they are able to monitor your prayer life. So they speak some codes, these people, and then after speaking that code, that spirit would show them about your life. So that is how you monitor, that's how you see a false prophet.
Okay, you mean they prophesy by code?
Yes, they have codes. They are given codes. Each of them is different, but if you listen clearly, they sound the same. But I cannot speak that code because I know I'll be under attack.
You'll be under attack. I'll pray for you.
Man of God, please.
Huh?
Not everybody that watches Charis is for Charis, man of God.
You hear what she said? She says not all people who are watching Charis are for Charis. So what are you saying by that? That's
they are monitoring you, Papa.
They are monitoring me?
Yes. These great prophets, they are monitoring you, men of God.
It's a war.
Yes, it is. Because you're going to expose their works. People get saved by hearing the truth. Hearing the truth. Hearing the truth. Hearing the truth. I went into a trance, into the marine world.
Now, here's the deal. I'll make you a potion that will turn you into a human for 3 days. Got that? 3 days. Now listen, this is important. Before the sun sets on the 3rd day, you've got to get dear old Princey to fall in love with you. That is, he's got to kiss you. Not just any kiss. The kiss of true love. If he does kiss you before the sun sets on the 3rd day, you'll remain human permanently. But if he doesn't, you turn back into a mermaid and you belong to me.
No, Ariel!
Have we got a deal?
If I become human, I'll never be with my father or sisters again.
That's right. But you'll have your man. Life's full of tough choices, isn't it?
Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you?
Is because you're going to expose their works. People get saved by hearing the truth. Hearing the truth. Hearing the truth. Hearing the truth.